Guys, before we get started, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Listen, I get these emails often from guys, from ex-girlfriends coming back, or the women that they've dated or been with, how they came back into the picture, some way, shape, form, or fashion. And these guys are excited, they're elated, they're overjoyed because they get another chance. They feel like, okay, I can't mess this situation up. I can't mess this up this time. You gotta understand something. If you take your ex-girlfriend back, do you know what you're doing? You're letting her know that she's better than you. You're telling her subconsciously that you can discard me, throw me in the trash, and when you're ready to come get me, you can pick me back up or get me out of the trash and come deal with me. That's what you're telling her. You're telling her that she's better than you. See, I promise you, when you take your ex-girlfriend back, what she's telling you, or a girl you've been with, maybe she friend-zoned you, maybe she said, I need some space, and she came back months or years later. What you're doing is, you're letting her know that she's better than you. And she's gonna think in her head that, oh, I'm doing him a favor, because one, she rejected you the first time and got rid of you, and two, she said, okay, I'll bring you back. This is what she's doing. She's thinking that she's better than you. And a lot of guys get overjoyed. They say, okay, now what do I have to do to keep her around? I'm excited. Thank you for giving me another chance. It's a wrong mindset to have. You might be extremely sex deprived. She might look really good. I'm telling you, do not take your ex-girlfriend back. No woman that you've been with, had whatever situation with, if she left you, listen, let it go. Yeah, I know it's tough because you get that ping. You like, man, oh, who's this? And she might say, hey, it's Kelly, it's Bridget, it's Sarah, it's Brittany, whatever her name is. And you're like, wow, and you start thinking about sexually what you had before. I'm telling you, this is what happens. You overlook the disrespect that she threw at you, how she just rejected you. I'm telling you, and you understand, when a woman rejects you or she comes back after so long, what's happening is she's been pumped and dumped. She's been ran through by a lot of different guys, okay? And those guys that she tried to upgrade you for, replace you with, they didn't want her. So why would you want a woman that those guys didn't even want, that she left you for? Before you get all excited and you receive that text message, that ping, that friend request from your ex-girlfriend or that phone call, think about all the hurt that you had to endure. All that time that she left you with those question marks when she was like, she just didn't want to deal with you. Think about those sleepless nights, all that anguish, all that frustration, all that confusion. Think about that before you try to take any of these women back. Any woman that you dated, you were seeing, think about all that frustration that you had. Now, these are two things you don't want to do. The first thing you don't want to do when she comes back into your life or tries to, you never want to seem angry and frustrated. So you don't want to respond with, oh, why did you do this to me? Hey, you left me hurt and broken. You don't want to do that. And second thing you don't want to do, you don't want to seem eager and excited like, oh, hey, let's catch up. You don't want to do that because you're giving her the satisfaction. You're letting her know that she still has some sort of emotional control over you. So what you do when a woman comes back, your ex-girlfriend, woman you dated, woman you were talking to, sleeping with, whatever, you don't respond at all. Silence kills. You don't respond at all. You give her silence. You don't say anything. But listen, if she tries to call you, relax, let it go to voicemail, and keep it moving. I promise you, it's way more women in this world than men. Okay? You don't want a woman who thinks she could just put you on the shelf, on the toy shelf, then when she's ready to come get you out of the storage, then she'll just come get you. You don't want no woman like that. She just throws you in the attic, and then when it's time, she wants you back now. No. You don't want a woman who, rejects you. You get, you don't make the cut for the basketball team or football team. Then when one of the guys get injured, she says, okay, I'm gonna call you back up now. That's disrespectful. She didn't want you from the jump. Don't take any ex-girlfriend, any woman back who rejected you. Don't seem hurt. Don't seem angry and bitter. None of that. Just say, okay, you know what? Let it go. Because trust me, it's tempting. It's tempting. You horny. You want her back. But listen, don't even do it. Respect yourself. That's what it comes down to. You got to tell yourself, listen, I value my masculinity, my dignity over getting laid again. Because that's all it comes down to. You want to get laid. You miss the times, the good times. Listen, let it go. Walk away. Don't give her the satisfaction, the validation, because a lot of times that's what it is. A lot of times these women don't want you back. What they want is the validation that they know that you want them. Because a lot of times I have women do this. They text you and you say, oh, hey, how's it going? You're like, oh, I remember that girl that left you or broke up with you or rejected you. Then she act like she's with it, she's into you. Then when you try to schedule a get together or hang out, what she'll do is just go ghost, or she just, oh, I'm busy. Only thing she wanted was to feel good about herself, because some guy, many guys that she left you for, whoever she left you for, what happened was she got pumped and dumped and ran through. Now she is calling you or texting you for an ego boost. Never take an ex-girlfriend back.